Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. Today, I'm going to be showing you something I like to do in order to farm Briarthorn and, more importantly, Swifththistle. Now, Swifththistle is an herb that can only be obtained from level 100 to 200 herbs. It's most commonly found with Briarthorn, and it's used to make awesome potions like Thistle Tea, as well as Swiftness potions. Thistle Tea is a rogue exclusive recipe, and you can only get this from completing a level 20 rogue quest, and it's part of cooking to make it. So you could level 20 rogue or contact a rogue in the guild. It's very essential for them. And right now it's selling for 1 to 2 gold per tea, somewhere in that range. And Swiftness pots are so good for PvP, and with PvP only a few days away. It was originally November 12th, but they moved it back 2 more days to deal with Harad and Faralina and the servers that are still layered. They actually reopened server transfer for Scarum here. But anyway, what I like to do is fly to Camp Tarajo and then run down to Briarthorn Corral. And the reason being is because it's an instance zone that usually has anywhere from 5 to 7 nodes of Briarthorn with it. And I like to run because on the road, like right here, we can see where we can find some Briarthorn. And you actually don't even need to be max level for this. Being max level helps a lot, so you don't aggro things within the instance. But I'd imagine someone in the 50s could do this piece of cake. Priests are good because we are fighting humanoids, so I can soothe mind. But what I like to do is just run down here. You know, there's a very good Briarthorn loop out here in the Barrens, and I'm actually surprised that a lot of it's available right now, because usually there's tons of it here, or there's not very much here. And right there we already got some Swifththistle. We look how much that is. So there's only 50, but it's selling for that much. The tea sells for much more, and Briarthorn is pretty cheap, but all the same we can craft it into those Swiftness pots. A Swiftness pot actually takes Briarthorn and Swifththistle, so it's pretty freaking easy to do. I'm looking at my map. I saw Mage Royal. Just not really what we're looking for. I think Mage Royal and King's Blood have chances to drop it as well. Not 100% on that. So we are headed to Razorfin Corral, and I will show you what I like to do when we get there. So I'll see you in a moment. Whoop! Alrighty, guys, we're in RFC now, or RFK. You know, they're level 25. They usually don't aggro a 60. But this is one of the biggest sources of Briarthorn really in the game. It's so nice. There's so much of it. Sometimes you can aggro things, like right there. We did aggro. But we are level 60, so it's not going to be too hard for us to kill. They do drop some okay loot, you know. It's not bad loot really at all. I'm a Shadow Priest, so I don't have much AoE. Yeah, they're level 26 humanoids. The boars are pretty squishy to kill here. But what I like to do is, if this herb's up here, I'll come up and get this one. If it's not, then I will... if it's not, then I will just jump down immediately to the boar part. And pretty much you just run through the instance and gather as much Briarthorn as you can. It makes pretty good money. It's easier to measure this in... it's actually easier to measure this in gold per lockout. So like how much can you do in 5 lockouts opposed to how many... opposed to just a flat hour, because most of the time you can finish this in under an hour. And we're just pretty much killing these. It's unfortunate they pulled. They do have pretty good aggro, and it is a bit compact. If you're a stealth class, like a rogue looking to do this for your tea and other things, then it's a lot quicker for you. But I just like to run down through here. The boars usually leave you alone. They are pretty low level, so if you just hug the sides, they will go past you at max level. And I just sort of run through here looking on my map, looking for Briarthorn. We see Briarthorn, we snag it, and it's not that hard really. You run into boars and quill boars and a few other stuff, but just pretty much running up and down this main path and noting where they are throughout the rest of the instance is great too, because a lot of them, you can see that this tunnel like passageway thing takes you through the entire instance really, like from start to finish, so you can sort of know what herbs you see along the way, if they're obtainable, if you need to run through the whole thing or not. I only really see 2 to 3 other additional nodes, but it's just a quick, easy way to get a bunch of nodes. When you reach the end, if you didn't see too many, you can just reset. I actually got new boots, so I do not have this, but minor move speed to boots will help you run through this a lot faster. It's pretty much just how fast you can run, so classes that get an increase to run speed or anything like that are definitely at an advantage. But it's really just run, look for Briarthorn, and see how much Briarthorn and Swifththistle you can manage to get. And after that, you just reset 5 times and see how much you get. So if so that's what I'm going to do here, guys. And at the end, I'll show you how long it took me to do 5 lockouts, as well as how much we ended up yielding. And I hope this will help you guys. I'll see you then. Whoop! Alrighty, guys. So the first path I showed you was path number 1. Another path that I like to do is this way. This can yield 1 to 2 more Briarthorns, but you risk pulling a lot more things. It doesn't take away from your clear time too much, but it does risk combat, which, you know, can be good. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just when you risk combat, you risk pulling a lot of them. They all aggro off of each other, which can be a pain. This instance also does have Fade Leaf, which is also really good. It's used in Invis potions and I think a few other things. This jump right here, or it's not really a jump, but this walk path is a bit sketch. You just have a really, really high chance of chain aggroing things, so you gotta wait for them to pat and play along that way. But I'm just super careful. I make sure to mind soothe everything on my priest because it's free for me to do it. Doesn't take any mana and severely lowers the chance of me aggroing. Fey Leaf is pretty good. We're here for that Briarthorn that's back there. This is just a bit tricky. The Rumblers don't pull that often, but the Pat does. So we gotta let them go past and just eat nice and easy right like that. Not too difficult, but this is another piece of Briarthorn that you can get. And we're going to go through this part here to the... There we go. Let's go. 2 Swifththistle, 3 Briarthorn. That's pretty awesome. If, like I said before, showing the first route is you don't have to be a If you're not a priest, there are a lot of other things classes can do. That pull sometimes pulls. There's nothing I can do to get away from that or around that. But a lot of this is just sort of being creative. There are a lot of chests and other things that are in the area. This chest can be pulled just as a priest, you know. Mind soothe everything. Oh, guess this chest cannot. Alrighty, guys. From that kill, we were able to grab a Tuscan helm, which vendors for 25 silver. We got some heavy stones, iron ore, and we actually did get a large red sack, so I'd say the chest was pretty worth it. We're coming up here on this Briarthorn. We're gonna mind soothe these mobs, sit right here and grab it. Those champions pulled a few extra, which is a bit unfortunate. We've just had a lot of unlucky pulls here and have ended up pulling a lot more mobs than we'd like. But there's only, you know, at the end of the day, there's only so much we can do about that. Once I get here, I do have to kill these mobs. I haven't found a way around them without using like an invisibility potion or something like that. So I do come here, kill these mobs, and then there's a path that comes this way. But after I kill these, I drop down and head for the Briarthorn in the bottom part. It's pretty nice and easy, and yeah, just wanted to show you guys another route that you're able to take to get your herbs. Alright, we're back again here. I don't know why it messes up the camera right there. Man, fell right into the slime. I need to be a bit more aware of those and try not to do that, but these aren't that hard to take down here. Just when we're headed down to get this herb, which is actually Briarthorn, which is pretty nice. These are pigs, so they're beasts, so they're unable to be mind soothed, but they don't really aggro from what I see. And we actually got the end room Briarthorn to spawn, so pretty nice. A druid, a rogue, or even a mage can do this really easy because a mage can blink through mobs. Priest gets mind soothed, but there's just so many things that every class brings to do this on. It really just matters who your herb is. I would say rogue is the best, though. This is my third run in about a half hour, so we're close to hitting the lockout. And this path took a lot more fighting to get through, but at the end, I'd say it's paid off pretty nice. There is iron deposits here if you happen to be a miner or something. Or a miner and an herb, you are able to do both, which is pretty nice. But we're just headed up here to get this Briarthorn at the end spawned. Not hard really at all, just gotta mind soothe everything. Grab it. There's a Briarthorn up top there as well, it looks like, but that one is actually the one that I do end up skipping because it requires going through the entire instance in order to snag it. Yeah, it's right there. I don't think there's a way up. We can try to see here, but I don't think there's an exploit or anything to get up top there without doing the entire instance. But yeah, so then you just sort of run out down through here and pick up any Briarthorn, guys. If you do have a friend online that can reset you, a reset is faster, but you do miss a few herbs if you choose to go about it that way. So I just want to let you know, and then we'll finish up this hour run here, and I will let you know how much we get. See you then. Whoop! Alrighty, guys, quick little thing here. When there's Briarthorn up top here, what I like to do is come right here, aim for this little jag right here, where my mouse is. I'm highlighting it, and you just run and jump. Take two, run and jump, and there you go. And then you can just waltz right up here for this nice little Briarthorn piece. There can be Briarthorn on the other side of this wall right here, like right there. That one's a bit tricky because you will pass a lot of mobs, and they can definitely be a problem and try to kill you. Alrighty, guys. So, in about 50 minutes of running through there, we did end up getting luck. We hit instance cap. We got about 38 Briarthorn, 14 Fade Leaf, and 13 Swiftthistle. So, it says about 25 gold in about 50 minutes. So, obviously, as fast as you can do this is as fast as you can make it. As well as on your way out, you can look for herbs. Like I said, I think Mage Royal can drop Swiftthistle as well. Not 100% sure on that. But it can't hurt to grab those on the way back to Camp Kaghoe. But what I like to do with all these herbs, same with Bruiseweed. Bruiseweed can be good. Like you see that dude right there, he's out here doing that. Wild Steel Bloom. A lot of these mid-tier herbs, they go into a lot of PvP potions. Like Fade Leaf, I think, is used for lesser invis potch, which are always handy. You know, you never know when you want to disappear. But yeah, detect lesser invisibility pot uses it. Just all sorts of just decent potions can be used with a lot of these things. And so, yeah, I hope this guide helped you guys a lot. I'm going to be looking for herbs on the way back, and definitely going to make these into some Swiftness pots. See if a rogue wants to make some Thistle Tea, and sort of see how much gold we can make. But just wanted to give you this guide. Oh, excuse me. Just wanted to give you this guide because I really hope it helps. And I will see you next time, guys. Bye-bye. If you made it to the ending, thank you so much for watching this video. It really helps. If you could, please share this with like one person you know, because it would help me so much. I'd appreciate that. Really gets me going on this and can keep growing to make this sustainable and keep up this lifestyle. So I super appreciate it. And if you could please like, comment, and subscribe, it would mean the world to me. And thank you so very much. Bye-bye.